Mark Twain said that the two most important days in our life are the day that we were born and the day that we find out why. You know, we all need to know why we exist. We need to know what's our purpose, professionally, personally, for our business, for our nonprofit. The Bridge House exists to lead youth out of homelessness and to empower them to live a life that will change a life. We sum up that mission by saying we live one for one, which comes from a passage of scripture, which is one of my favorites, Mark 1:41. And in this passage of scripture, Jesus, he lives his life to what? Live one for one, to empower people to live a life that will change a life, right? And he does this by being confronted by a leper. And he comes to Jesus and says, Jesus, if you're willing, will you heal me? And Jesus looks at him with compassion and says, yes, I am willing. And Jesus never healed someone physically without knowing that he's going to heal them spiritually. That was his desire, that they would be made whole spiritually. And he always knew that people were going to go and they were going to spread the good news of what Jesus did in their life. Jesus's life was a life where he poured himself out for others, and then those people went out and changed other people's lives. That was his mission, and that is our mission at the Bridge House. When we say we are leading youth out of homelessness and empowering them to live a life that will change a life, and summing it up by saying live one for one, we're saying we want them to be whole physically and spiritually, emotionally, so that they can go out and they can create change into the world, living one for one. It is absolutely vital that children have a home where they are loved and that is a permanent home for them to thrive. The statistics of children who age out of foster care without a family are astonishing. Less than half will have graduated from high school. 1 in 4 will be in trouble with the law within just 2 years of aging out. Nearly 2/3 of the girls will be pregnant by age 21. All have exponentially higher risk of becoming a victim of human trafficking, and 1 in 5 will become homeless. Our vision is for every child to have a permanent home where they are loved, respected, and empowered, and to see birth, kinship, and foster families supported by their communities, to ensure children aging out of foster care have the support that they need to thrive, to increase community involvement and encourage personal responsibility for local disadvantaged, at-risk children. Earlier I shared that quote from Mark Twain. The two most important days in a person's life is the day that they were born and the day that they find out why. Our why at the Bridge House is to lead youth out of homelessness and to empower them to live a life that will change a life. We desperately need you to join our mission. And I want to ask you, what is your why? Why do you exist? And does your why align with our why? To see children thrive, to see them empowered, to see them be able to accomplish everything that God has planned for them in their life. We have been put on this earth for such a time as this to be able to join the mission of living one for one. Will you live one for one with us?